of those. So, like the way they do the stints, like they break it up into separate races, and you just join somebody else in the lobby or whatever for the next stint. I think he was only going to do one out of the 9 hours. They're kind of fun to do. I did like the Daytona 24-hour once and ran one of the other ones, but
How long did you run for?
I did 4 hours out of the thing.
No
Well,
shit.
I did a 4-hour stint, like a late one, and then I did a 2-hour one before that.
4 hours. Oh, just 4 hours. Go. I mean, it's like I think you said it the other day.
You get a
It's
break
like
in between those, so
people talk about how long it is, and then they stay in game for 4 hours any fucking way, racing the whole time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're not,
It's not hard.
that's
yeah,
not the
pushing
same
the whole
as
time. Yeah, I know.
so the
or
way
just
they do it is
being like in the zone or concentrating for that long.
well, they break all their races down. I mean, probably not this one, obviously, because it's 9 hours, so it's an odd number. But usually they break them down into 2-hour stints. But in order to keep things on schedule, you actually only race for like an hour and 40 minutes. You ended up with some very sweaty, aggressive guys that were not very much fun to race with. And then
Penguin.
if you like, so that caused people to be like, "Oh, I'm."
I think my pit limiter was off. I must have gone like 100 through the pits. Well, my pit limiter got turned off. I guess that's something in B class that isn't turned on anymore.
Oh yeah, all your assist pit limiter is off in B class lobbies. So if you join a practice lobby, time trial, or race, there's no pit limiter, no anything else.
Guess I'm gonna roll. Have a good night.
Hey, see you, Mark.
Good race.
Good races,
Later.
man.
Later. Yep.
You didn't check out Jimmy Broadbent's iRacing one. That one's usually kind of funny. Like when they hit donation goals, he has to take whatever the forfeit or a penalty or whatever they call it. It's like he had one for qualifying where he had to qualify with these like shitty classes that have been painted over with different colors and sparkles and stuff glued to them. So it fucked his qualifying up. And there was one of them where his girlfriend gave him like a crossdresser makeover in the middle of the race. He had to like do the rest of the race wearing a fucking French maid outfit, and his hair all done, and eyelashes on and stuff.
Jesus.
Clearly, I'm doing YouTube wrong.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm not gonna make that. Sorry.
You gotta start making all the thumbnails for your videos. Have you making a Fox face or whatever.
Me making a what? Shit! I missed the
A
pit
Fox
again.
face, like a surprise.
Oh yeah, I did all that shit
Upset or
before.
whatever.
Shock
I
and
did all
awe
that shit
thumb,
before.
Cringy stuff.
Did like a Home Alone pose.
Yeah. I do think that stuff's dumb, but if it works, then I don't fault anybody for using it.
Like there's literally like a science to like what
Right
can
side.
get you more clicks.
Clear the right.
Yeah.
Left side.
Those guys
Stay
that
on the
make
right.
AI women with huge tits in their thumbnails.
Stay
for
on the
all of
right.
them.
Clear on the left.
You know what
Left
else?
side. Clear on the left.
Hits gets views, man.
It gets hits.
I don't.
You got a slow car on the
Oh
left.
shit!
Go to the top.
Nobody was on the track. Oh man, these guys have driven here before. Holy shit! It's nuts. There's like 12 people in the lobby, and clearly they've driven here before. These cars. Ah, shit.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay, Subi. Thanks
Good
for racing,
racing.
man.
Yeah.
Racing.
See you guys later.
Alright, 50-mile-per-hour pit limits. Where's my speedometer at? Oh, it's right there. Okay, it tells you at the top. Ah, son of a bitch. This is...
It has a speedometer, you know, to use like math, like a calculation with the RPM for gear ratios and stuff.
Nah, it's like a little text message at the top of the screen. It says pit limit 50 miles an hour. You're going 48. You're going 49. You're going whatever. Slow down. You're going 51.
Black flag.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Like, stop and go penalty, you fucking idiot. I was like, why? He goes, oh, hey, I was going 300 through the pits. That's why.
Got that. Was just doing like an oval. I don't think I joined a practice lobby or something. Oh no, don't crash. Oof. Sorry, I just had to save and save it. Whew, no incident point. Okay, we're good. I forget what the fuck I was talking about. That was my heart almost dropped. I'm on like lap 13. I was trying to do 15.
You were saying something about an oval, I thought. Yeah,
Ah, yeah, but I don't remember what I was talking.
you were doing a black flag and an oval, you said, or something.
Oh yeah, like I was the only person in the practice session, so I was the first pit box. So like I just move out, and like I figured like I'd be out of the pits by the time I got to 50 mile an hour. No, I hit 51 and it gave me a black flag immediately.
Oh, shit.
Fuck, man. Yeah. And like I mean I couldn't have gone more than like 51. But I mean, like I said, it was just a practice session. It wasn't anything.
I can't remember. Does iRacing have a scaled penalty thing for like how much you break the speed limit by?
I don't think so.
It said stop and go 26
Pretty
seconds
sure.
for me, so maybe.
It might be a different second penalty, yeah, I guess.
No, Project Cars 2 did that. So like a few people that tried to make the change from Forza and didn't realize you had to slow down going into the pits.
Because you don't
They
do
get
pitting in
penalties.
Forza at
There was
all.
one night. There was one night somebody just went in the pits completely flat out and broke the speed limit so excessively it just immediately disqualified them from both the qualifying section and the race. Like it wouldn't even let them start.
Alright, I'll tell you what kind of speed I'm putting down at Suzuka in Super Formula.
No, I got it 2 times.
I love that this is my last name on the car. That's fucking awesome.
Put your details out there to steal your identity.
Bro, I don't have none of that shit. You can steal this identity.
Have at it.
This one's free.
You can't do it any worse than I have.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll take your identity.
Mine from
motherfucker.
Bad Santa. You can make my
You're
life
gonna
any
get
goddamn
somewhere.
worse. You go ahead and
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
149.6.
Like, what you gonna do, bitch? I worry about shit getting declined on my own every day.
How far do you think I am off pace? I don't know. I haven't seen another car, so just guess. I'm running 150 basically.
What's a good lap there? In the 40s?
I don't. That's what I'm asking. How far do you think I am off pace? I have no idea what a good lap is.
With those kinds of cars, but I don't know about your split, but I mean,
There's only one split, and there's only 20 of us.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, whether it's going to be well populated and stuff, but I mean, that type of car is really easy to like underutilize the downforce and stuff by running low corner speed and stuff, and then be surprised how far you are off. Even with the slower ones, like the Formula 4 type cars and stuff. Like you feel like you're hustling, and then some guy shows up and qualifies
5
5
seconds
seconds
faster.
faster than you. And
Yeah.
goddamn.
That's probably about where I'm. That's what I would bet. I bet you it's probably something like that. My best lap will be 5 seconds off the top guy.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think a lap there is probably like in 45, 44.
Oh shit, I did it again. I keep forgetting you gotta go there.
They said you cut the course.
I know I cut the course, dickhead. Oh, I got a black flag too. Okay, that's the cutting the course one.
Your front wing is damaged.
Oh, and I
That was
damaged
your
my
fastest
wing.
lap of the session.
It was a fast lap though. I cut a lot of the track. Got down to a 46.
So just do that on the last lap.
There you go. I damaged my fucking splitter though. I gotta go get it fixed. It doesn't feel damaged. Shit.
I find that I like hot lapping those kinds of cars.
Oh,
like,
no,
10
my wheel
minutes,
just
a lot
came
more
off.
than I like actually race now.
I broke the wheel right off the car.
Which car?
Uh,
Oh, this one.
Super Formula. Yeah. I'm sorry. What were you saying there, Morbid? You prefer hot lapping it? You said, I think. Oh.
Oh yeah, these open wheel cars. I feel like they're a lot of fun to drive just like on your own, but then yeah, you see how fast everybody else is and how hard you just have to hustle them to keep up at all, and then it becomes like not as enjoyable to drive them anymore.
Yeah. Well, this is my goal to get here, and then now that I'm here, now is when I'll work on catching up. I guess. Hopefully, I hope I can. I'm finally getting to where I wanted to be. You know, this was the goal to get here. Super Formula F2, whatever the fuck that is. That's where I want to be. And then hypercars, obviously. I'm hoping that once I actually get there, that I can start making pace. I mean, I guess I could watch videos like some people do and learn it that way. Gotta learn the track somehow. Real race car drivers got like teams of people telling them how to do it. Oh my god!
I think that's
do
the thing
that.
that makes the biggest difference is having somebody that you like work with, like a teammate. You know, that will sit around and spectate you for a lap and tell you, you know, you're braking too much there and not enough there and that kind of stuff. I feel like that's the better way to do it.
I might not actually do this race. Oh shit! I'm a hazard to other people on the track. I might not do this race. Maybe I'll go out, like you said, do some hot lap time trials, get used to the car, get used to the track, and when I know I can drive it safely better, come back in, because there's more people now. 27 have registered now.
Could try that AI thing. Jimmy Broadbent did a video about it 2 weeks ago or something.
What's that?
Or
If
like you
own
started.
if you don't own the stuff, you can't keep going with it. Like I started it, but then like I don't have the next track.
What did he do?
I did a couple.
Those are
Like I did the NASCAR, the ARCA series one, and I did like the street stock one, but I don't have like second tracks in the series or third track.
That's how they get you.
I mean, I don't know what he did. What did he do? He raced against AI?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was talking about there's a AI driving coach thing that somebody came up with.
Oh, no shit.
Oh,
So like you load it up and he, you know, like it tells you to go do a reference lap and like it'll watch you do the lap and it'll start telling you like brake later for this corner, brake earlier for this one. Like it'll give him adjustments, and he found that it actually worked kind of. So there were some tricks with it where it was a little bit delayed. So on sequences of corners that were all really close together, it would like interrupt itself trying to talk to you about the next corner while it's in the middle of a sentence about the previous one. But he said that it was actually pretty useful.
Yeah, I'm a hazard. These motherfuckers are fast. I need to practice for a race here. Hopefully on with drawing for qualifying or they'll ding me. Where did he get that AI thing?
I'm not sure what it was. So he had a video about it just, I don't know, a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something. Maybe less than that.
I was such a killer in Formula Rookies. Maybe I should go back there. Come a long way from back-to-back wins in the Formula V at Lime Rock.
It's called Trophy.ai. Trophy spelled with an I instead of a Y. I don't know anything. I don't know much more about it, but
Alright, that's plenty. I can figure it out from there for sure.
probably costs some money or something.
See, like, yeah. Give me accuracy over, like, fidelity, I guess. You know, I'm more interested that the track is fucking accurate than I am and the shadows look cool. I mean, both would be ideal, but if I had to pick one, I want it to be accurate.
I feel like a big part of getting like fast in the wheel comes from like starting to get comfortable being kind of uncomfortable. That's one thing that spec Miatas are actually pretty good for. Is like they're slow, but when you hustle them, they still slide around and stuff a bit, so you can get used to that feeling of kind of like barely hanging on to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's a lot of people that just like one of the guys that races with us just will not push. He's always like 6 seconds off the pace or whatever, and like I can try to go on board with him and tell him like stop braking for that. And after about 5 laps of repeating myself, he'll listen and stop braking for it and be like, "Oh yeah, that does work, doesn't it?" I told you. Then a week later, when we get to the actual race, he's back to braking for it again or whatever. So he just tries around for whatever feels comfortable, and it's not the way a lot of it works.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. You're going, if it's comfortable, you're going too slow.
People are always so quick to like want to move up things. That's something both in Forza and in other things too. It's like, I mean, Oranges was pretty bad with it. He wants to like fire up his wheel, and he's like, "Oh, I'll just drive Ford GT40s and all this old dangerous shit with way too much power." And he's like, "I don't want to drive a fucking spec Miata."
It's good
That's why
racing,
you
though.
spin out in everything you drive, because you never got comfortable with that step of the ladder. I think GT3 cars are really bad about that too, because the GT3 cars are easy to drive.
Super
slow.
Planet.
Yeah, but like, you know, you drive around, it feels nice, and you feel like you're going fast, and then you realize, like, oh shit, I gotta find 5 seconds. And when you really start hustling them, they're not nearly as comfortable. Like people don't want to go drive Porsche Cup or don't want to drive GT4 cars or whatever. Like they're too slow.
Porsche's pretty fun. Oh shit, shit. I keep missing that.
They said you cut the course.
I know I cut the course. Shut the fuck up. I'm missing, I don't know. When you come back to start finish, you come off that real long backside of the spoon, and then you make that, what is it, a left-hander, and then you gotta make that right for the sharp chicane. I'm missing the chicane, just driving straight into the runoff.
I think the braking's tougher for that chicane in cars like this that you can brake really late with, because you kind of lose your references. Like with a GT car or whatever, you brake back where like the wall starts to rejoin the track or something, so it's easy to see. But in these things, it's like almost a little over crest or something, so you kind of can't really see where the apex is, and it makes it trickier.
I'm definitely braking too early for a lot of this shit. I'm getting some better sections, but still haven't put together all for one lap. Ah, shit. Hey. Oh, they gave me an off track. Okay, where are we going? Where the fuck is it? It's after that other one, too. There's like a service road or something right before it. Tricky.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
It's probably gonna be like high 30s. So I'm gonna dip down into the mid 40s, low 40s. Ah, come on, quit fucking around. God damn, Spoon is so fucking cool in this car. See, that's the problem with Forza, man. They don't have enough fucking grip to take the spoon right. In cars that should have it. Alright, where are we at? Oh, whoa.
You have to
That was your fastest lap of the session.
lift for 130R in this thing.
Excuse me?
You'd be able to take a flat with this. The fast left-hander after spoon. Not flat
I'll
in
give it a
this
try. I was doing more than lifting. I was braking. I'm already hitting 130, 43s. And I'm definitely fucking up, so this might even be mid 30s. Ooh. Ah. Alright, let's see. We're gonna find out. No brakes, right? Just go for it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can easily do that. Holy shit. That's why that guy caught up to me so fast. I was like,
Yeah, he was probably screaming at you for lifting forward or
They said
whatever.
you cut the course.
bro, that's
Keep
why I
going the wrong
stopped.
way.
That's why I got off the track. I'm like, I'm a hazard to other people. They're going way faster than I am, so I can't be out here with
They
them.
said you cut the course.
I know I cut the course. I drove backwards on that course too. Shut the fuck up, man.
It's one of the things that's tricky with these kinds of cars too that happen very fast is like you realize how much faster you can take that corner, and now that totally changes your braking point for the chicane afterwards. So you
Yeah.
gotta relearn where to brake there.
Well, that's a good thing. I don't know where to brake anywhere yet. Still incredibly awesome.
Do you right foot brake or
Yeah, I do. I have giant balls. I can't fucking use. Holy shit! That wasn't good. I had a hernia surgery, just fucked up my nut, and yeah. It's temporary. I need to get drained. I just haven't done it. That's a lot of information I'm aware. I'm sorry. But that's why I don't drive that way. I do sometimes, but it's mostly just a pain. Literally. What are you doing? Did I not
I
fix
feel
my
like-
car? I think I did.
like open wheel cars and stuff? I think they get more of a benefit out of left foot braking.
Yeah, it's. I think. I mean, I think they all do. I mean, I'm aware I'm giving myself a major disadvantage.
I think as a general rule, like the more the car rolls body wise and stuff, the less it matters. It's like I mean, there's a lot of people that think that running like vintage cars and stuff, you're better off right foot braking because it helps smooth the transitions for the weight transfer.
Hmm.
These like really stiff cars and stuff, that quick transition from throttle to brake, they like that usually. It also makes it easier, like, I find cars like this, you should almost never be at zero throttle. Like, always have some kind of input, whether it's brake, straight to throttle again, but obviously that's hard to do when you're moving your foot from one pedal to the other, like you end up with more kind of dead zone in the middle.
Yeah.
Especially for the ones with downforce too, like,
Oh,
if you start to get understeer somewhere, then you don't even have to lift off the gas sometimes, just give it like a toe of brake to kind of replant the nose, to get it to bite again.
Stuck in a kitty litter.
Your front wing is damaged.
As a known specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room.
Good thing they're scoring me for my safety rating.
That's where Granger comes in. With over 1 million industrial grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Granger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to
Alright, I'm gonna take a couple laps. Just driving, then we'll start pushing again. Oh my god.
who get it done.
I know I cut the
Said you cut
course.
the course.
You don't have to tell me. I know I cut it. Who did
Hi,
we
George.
get? Hello.
Evening.
Good evening, Mr. Wazard. Oh shit.
Oh,
Better questions, better outcomes. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Visit T. Rowe.
how's the racing tonight?
That's good racing. I came in, I don't know, I didn't do so well. Unfortunately, Lizard and Hard Park had to leave, so they only raced the first races.
How's that?
Well, I think Lizard,
It's
he
unfortunate.
actually had a, I think it's got something to do with the time difference, he said. I think he thought we were going to be an hour earlier than we were, but I think that's what it sounded like. He said something to do with the, us having
Yeah.
daylight savings time and him not, or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that check.
I saw him in the voice chat like super early. I was like, "What? I guess he's practicing."
I saw that too, actually. I was
Yeah.
checking through Discord.
You have it set up with the Discord event thing, though, right? So that should like auto calculate what time it is for him.
I think that thing. I don't know if it's set up right. I think it just. I don't know, man. But yeah, you would if that one is set up right, you would think he would know to do it the right time. But who knows? Alright, let's fucking see.
Imagine with these things, turn 1 is also flat. So the brake foot, the second part, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if you count it as 2 apexes.
Oh, iRacing.
It's
That's why you were screaming.
super Formula car. So you think brake at the middle of the apex for the second part?
Probably like as soon as you start to straighten the car up a little bit after the first apex. I mean, you never fully straighten the car up through there.
Oh yeah, you can go straight through there. Locked them up, but I got it to stop. It's almost that little sign above.
Went to Best Buy today and the G290 was looking mighty appealing today.
Yeah.
That's too much money. No. That cost too much.
Yeah, that worked.
Wait for it to go on sale.
Sweet.
Yeah, it still cost too much.
Yeah, but significantly better, at least. Like Amazon Prime Day or whatever it was a month ago or whenever. I think it was down to like $129 then for a G920.
290, I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, well, there's like a 923 and a 920, and then the
G29.
29 is the PlayStation version.
Yeah. I don't know, I don't think I need one of those. Cause then you gotta buy whatever mods for it, and you gotta buy a rig for it, and then you gotta have room for all that. I don't
have any mods on mine. I'm quite alright with what I've got so far.
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
have any
I'm
money
afraid
for mine
there's-
either.
I've even used heavy duty shit. And I'm
The thing that always
Now-
stops me is just that there's other things that I could be using that money on
Yeah.
that would be better used
Absolutely.
with my money
Especially
right
at
now.
your
And
age.
that's what always stops
Yeah.
me.
no, I completely understand, and that's why
Said you cut the course.
honestly, if you could find just a 923 for like less than 300, that could get you by
Yeah.
for 5 years until you're well into a position where you could do something nicer. And-
Yeah.
Like I said, well, I mean, it depended on what game you're playing, I guess I should say.
It's kind of like an
You're playing
entertainment
Forza.
dollar, or like per dollar kind of thing. And think like how much a movie costs to go to nowadays.
Yes.
Like if you buy one of those things and you get 100 hours worth of fun out of it, then even at $300, it's really not too bad compared to some other things. That
Yeah, video games, dollar per hour of entertainment. There's nothing better. Maybe iRacing doesn't count because it's pretty fucking expensive, but most video games. Let's say Assetto Corsa, that one would be amazing.
I mean, like if
$1
we
per
had more
hour.
people that could get into a set of Corsa together,
Yes.
I would gladly
Well, you're
do
talking
that.
to Morbid. They got a whole group of people that do it.
Yeah, but that's on
Well,
Xbox.
on
That
Xbox,
too,
yeah, we have
like-
like 7 people.
I'd like to play iRacing maybe, but then I'd have to actually buy a whole PC setup, and that's not gonna happen.
I mean, you could get a PC that can do it just fine for, I'd say probably 1,000 or less. Would
Yeah, I don't want
Definitely
to
much
spend
less
that
than
much.
that if you don't mind running low settings. Like iRacing, when you shut off a lot of the stuff on it, you can turn off like the foliage and the grandstands and all that kind of stuff.
I turn off the grandstands and like bridges over the track.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't need it for
Well, see,
performance, but
But the bridge is a marker. Grandstands probably don't do shit, but the bridge I would probably. Like I'm using the fucking bridge right now.
bridge
I
out when you
guess.
take the grandstand.
It is funny though, like when you turn on someone else's stream and they don't have the grandstands on, sometimes how long it takes me to identify what the hell track they're driving at. Like you don't think about that stuff being that important, but I don't know, I watched like 3/4 of a lap the other day at Sebring before I realized that they were at Sebring. Like basically they got to the final corner, you know, the bumps, it's like, oh, I know where we are. Felt like an idiot, but it looked so different without
Yeah.
the people building and all the tents and all that kind of shit in the infield. Camp trailers.
Did you finish all your
You guys
assignments yesterday,
doing any
Wazzer?
NASCAR stuff? Yeah, eventually. You guys doing any NASCAR stuff or not really?
Nate's did. I didn't do any of it.
I was gonna hop in one, but then it was up in entry was up in like 5 minutes, and I was like, I want to have time to tune this thing if I'm gonna run it in a race. I ended up doing a factory race car race instead, and that was actually really fun.
I think Keela was trying to get some NASCAR yesterday, I think.
He didn't post about his Mustang race this week. Finally giving up on that.
I think he already got the car.
I don't know. No, the
No, yeah, because he was mad about the
Dark
Nissan
Horse
or whatever. So
that
he
he was
kept
doing.
posting that he was hosting the Mustang lobby or whatever as an alternative series. It wasn't
Yeah.
competing; it was alternative.
Yeah, I talked to him about that.
This is your optimum to 41.
You definitely helped a lot with, what'd you call it? It's R30? No. Shit, what's it called?
130R, I think, is what that
Yeah.
really fast one.
Yeah, that definitely helped a lot. And then the other one, turn one, I still am not doing it because it's terrifying. But I need to do it.
That's what I was saying. Like you have to get comfortable with that being scary, and then by the time you do that for 20 laps during a race, like I don't know, it's tiring. And I
It
feel Like I
is.
think it's fun to learn that stuff, but then when you try to do a race with it, you're like, okay, this isn't fun. Like, can we stop now?
Like, if I could get Spoon down as well, it'd be fucking on. That is called Spoon there, right? Yeah.
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 Yeah, if I could get
I don't
that
know.
turned down, it would be fucking on. And then obviously this one here is, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here. I miss this every other lap.
Booning.
The chicane or whatever it is.
That was your fastest lap of the
Heyo.
What are the next few motorsport? What's the next motorsport series?
You mean for the league? Well, I don't know. We're after this intermission, we're gonna evaluate and figure it out. That's gonna be next Saturday. I haven't posted about it yet, but next Saturday we're gonna evaluate and see what's going forward. Because the turnout is
on this upcoming weekend.
well, we are on Friday, but not Saturday. The Nissan series ended today. It was the grand finale.
Yeah.
So next Friday we have the Lotus, and then next Saturday we're going to meet the Wreckfest, and then figure out.
Look a little throwback.
Yeah, we're gonna do a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks of Wreckfest, and then figure out what we want to do going forward. I was honestly thinking it might be best to group up. Like, are you guys running anything on Friday or Saturday, Morbid? You're not, right? I mean,
Nope. We have a Thursday thing going on right now.
yeah, I can't get there during the weeks. I'm not. As a matter of fact, this Monday is gonna lead us. The last Monday I'll be able to race. I'm gonna show up this Monday, but it'll be the last one because she's fucking not working no more on Mondays. So, but I'll be there this Monday. All of that. So, anyways, I was gonna see if you guys are doing something on Friday or something, so we could bring our guys with your guys and, you know, lump together and try and get something going. Maybe we still could. I mean, if you guys aren't hosting anything, you could start something, right?
Yeah, and you can feel free to post stuff there. I don't know, like, I've been a little frustrated with our group lately. It doesn't seem like our Monday we have 22 people, and then on Thursday we have 9 people, so they don't really support our own stuff very much, it seems like.
You gotta.
And of course, like, Monday has been our race, and like that's our race day since Forza Motorsport 1. So like, everybody who joined, they joined specifically because Monday was the day that they had available or whatever. So I guess a lot of them just don't have other days available.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to get, for me, during the week. It's just impossible almost. But I was able to do Monday for a bit because Leah was working for football, but the bar she works at is so fucking dead during football. They don't need her anymore. Plus, she, like I was telling Wazzer, she got a new job. She's interning in a doctor's office, so she's going to do less hours at the bar. So anyways, my Mondays are gone now.
You want my honest take, Mike?
No. Yeah, what's your honest take?
Fuck you. I think we're getting too bogged down with. We gotta have more theories. We got getting bogged down in all the rules and technicalities. I think people just want to show up and race. You know, they don't want to have to do all the outside stuff. I guess you know.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to talk about Saturday.
I think that, you know, something that, I guess I kind of lost my train of thought, but you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
right?
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, and I think that's fair. I mean, well, that's part of the point. I think probably what we'll do is move away from 2 series. See, you're getting me to talk about shit I wasn't planning on talking about till next Saturday. What I think is going to happen is we'll probably move away from 2 series, run 1 series, and then run something, you know, that's different every week or something, you know, like not 2 league races in the week, because
there's a lot. I don't know what word am I looking for. A lot more manageable, or a lot more easier when it's like, oh, okay, we're doing Horizon playlist on Thursdays. Oh, we probably have a time trial running throughout the week that, you know.
Yeah, the time trials during the week is easy.
Yeah, and Horizon 2, they do it all for you. You don't gotta make your own rules. You just, you know, pick a car, pick a track, run with it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm a little off. I'm trying to hell dive at the same time right now. I'm trying to lock in.
You're making sense. You don't have nothing to worry about. Yeah, and I think ultimately that's what's going to happen. We'll probably have 1 series, and then one like free for all day. I cannot make that fucking chicane. I guess I need to brake earlier.
They said you cut the course.
I know I cut the
Yeah, if
course.
you're doing 2 series and you're someone who cares about driving and testing before the series, then suddenly you have a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough now, like, to find people for things, I think. I mean, it's always been tough, but the reason why it's tough has changed a little bit. I do think that, like, nowadays, with Discord being as easy to use, and, like, so many people already using it anyway, like, it's so easy to just open a new Discord and start your own league. And you see them posted all the time, like, on Reddit and in the Forza official Discord and stuff. Like, hey guys, we're doing a new, and, you know, it's always fucking GT3, because that's what sim racing is now. But it's like, hey, a new GT3 Endurance League, come join. And so, like, every once in a while, out of curiosity, I just click on one. Like, there's a lot of them that they never even make it to their first race. So, like, oh, we're not going to race if we only have 5 people. Let's just keep delaying the season start until we have 15.
That's where you have to start at 5.
And, yeah. And then, yeah, because there's so many of them out there now, like, a lot of people are in some, oh, what was that guy a couple of weeks ago that joined you guys? And it's like, I don't even know who the hell you guys are. Like, I've met so many Discords and stuff. Like, it's hard to manage.
That was Corey's friend.
There's a lot of people that, like, they look for a league that they feel like they can join and immediately make an impact on. Whether that's by winning and being the coolest, fastest guy in the league, or alternatively something that they can immediately get in and start influencing the builds and the decisions and all that kind of stuff. And, I mean, that's not a good way to run things. Like, some guy who's been there for a week is deciding what you should be doing, you know? Like, people don't usually do that, so then they get mad and leave and go make their own thing, and now you have 10 leagues with 4 guys running on the same night of the week or whatever, and maybe better people just merge.
Yeah.
The thing with the rules that's tough, though, is that, like, as you grow, you have to have those things. So it is kind of a, like, a hassle in a way. But, I mean, for me personally, I'd much rather have a rule in place so that when something happens, we know what to do about it, as opposed to not have any rule and then somebody tries to exploit something in the lobby or whatever. And goes, well, I didn't see a rule book that said I couldn't do that. And then now it becomes this thing where it's like, oh, you're just making up rules in the spot to ban my car because you think I'm too fast or whatever, you know, stuff like that. So it's usually better to kind of get that stuff sorted. And a lot of times, like, for our Assetto Corsa guys that we run on Tuesday, like, they all have very good attitudes. And, like, we've never had to issue a penalty to anyone for doing the wrong thing, whatever. But our Monday night stuff, we have guys all the time that rejoin the track unsafely and cause a wreck or whatever, and we have to penalize them for it, that kind of dumb stuff. And again, like, if you don't have something like that in place, then you're going to have to deal with that stuff at some point as you start to gain people. And then, yeah,
I should not have survived. Yeah, I'm really happy we've never had to worry about that here.
I think another thing that is threw a wrench in everything is people had really high hopes for Forza, and then it shit the bed, and it turned people off.
Yeah,
that's true.
And there was always, coming from Horizon to Motorsport, you already knew that there was people who thought they could drive that kind of car.
Split the faction there, yeah.
And they can't. Like, oh, I'm fast in Horizon, I will automatically be fast in a Simcade. No, those are different animals. It's not even the same. They're not even similar. Like, Horizon is like straight arcade, and Motorsport is Simcade, and they're not the same. You can't drive it the same. Like, you're not going to be fast.
It's hard.
What do you need to
It's hard to have a variety
of
events too, when we have so like few different vehicles to choose from.
You broke up. I couldn't hear what you said.
It's hard to keep like things interesting and varied when we have such limited selection of tracks mainly. I mean, cars too, but mostly tracks.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to keep this series short. 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks off. And I think that's still a good plan. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Morbid, you've been doing it for a long time. You guys are running, what, 20 weeks? I don't know. I don't think we could do that.
No, we usually do 8 weeks, but sometimes 10. This one we're just doing a little bit longer because of the run to Christmas. Like, there wouldn't be enough time. We always take, like, the week before Christmas off to the week after New Year's off. Because people are always gone for parties and that kind of shit during that time anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So we couldn't, like, if we had run our normal 10-week schedule, we would have had, like, 3 weeks at the end. And we could have just done, you know, one-off, like, exhibition races and stuff. But we decided to extend it a little bit longer than normal.
How long is this series? 14?
Yeah.
13?
Yeah, I think it's 14 weeks this time. So usually we do 8, but if there's, like... I mean, the Jannetta is a car that's fun to drive at a shitload of tracks, so it's not hard to find 14 tracks to drive it at where it's fun. So that's kind of a deciding thing as well sometimes.
People don't understand like how intense like the Jannetta can be, like especially on like I think the race I did was Lime Rock. I mean, Lime Rock has 6 fucking turns, man, and it is goddamn intense when there's 20 people tightly lined up, and it's not a wide track either. You know, like it's action the whole fucking time. And you just don't think of Lime Rock being great racing, and then it is. It's super intense.
That was the thing with the Jannetta is, like, it's been good everywhere. At first we thought, like, oh, it'll be fun at small tracks, but Forza doesn't really have a good selection of small tracks. But then we started trying it at bigger tracks, and it just means the draft works better, so it keeps the races tighter. And yeah, we ran it at the Nordschleife as well.
Damn, yeah, that's right. I missed that. That was 2 weeks ago or last week. Wanted to get to that one.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that one. I ended up buying the Nordschleife in iRacing after we talked about it that day. I don't know if you were still in the lobby when I bought it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you started to, and then she got home, so you bailed out. Yeah, no, it's one of the, like, the Lee Racing stuff is tough because you can never do the right thing. There's always something that'll be wrong, and it's easy to get caught up in trying to do the least wrong thing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Kind of overthinking it. But yeah, when you have lower numbers too, then it's, you know, like if you've got 30 people who want to run, and you choose a car that's not that popular, and 3 or 4 guys are like, oh, this is dumb, I'm not driving this thing, then whatever, you still got enough for a full lobby. But when you have 5 or 6 people and you choose a car that's not popular, then you lose 3 of them, that's half the field, you know, so it's pretty tough. We talked about the other week too, like everybody sort of contributes something, even when they feel like they don't. You know, like even somebody driving around the back of the field, like somebody still has to aim to finish ahead of that guy. And when people in those little pockets like that stop showing up, then you lose a competitor at that end.
Yeah,
so
like
there's some teams out there that just have like 5 guys that are super fast, and new people join and aren't anywhere near them. They're like, all right, well, I just finished 6th every week by 30 seconds. This isn't fun, and they leave.
Yeah.
And then the next guy that joins is in the same boat. Like if he had stuck around for another week or 2, he would at least have that guy to race with. But then they're gone. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In Wazard, like, you are like my direct competition. We are one way or another. If it's like high downforce cars, usually you're ahead of me. But if it's like, you know, regular cars, we're usually pretty close, competitive. Same with Kilo. Kilo is usually about my pace as well, and Nades as well. Like all of you guys we're pretty close in pace.
I mean,
you understand. You're in school
sorry,
and all
I
this
guess.
shit. I know.
I mean, I kind of voiced my opinion on why I haven't been around.
Yeah, well, it's like same thing as always been. There's never gonna please everybody, so I don't really try.
try too hard, you just please no one.
Yeah.
Housing so many
Yeah.
students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies you need. That's where Granger comes in. With over a million
The other thing too is that a lot of like people will always find a way to disappoint you too, which like the Janetta is a really good example of that for us. Like, you know, like we've got a lot of guys that aren't super quick, and we run a car like that we think is going to be like an educational car. You know, like we'll be able to hang on the draft. They'll be able to follow the guy that's faster in front of them, start to steal their lines, that kind of stuff, and it should bring the field closer together. And it just doesn't, because people just don't put enough thought into it, put any effort into learn, and so like I mean this season, even though the qualifying times we've had have been like as close as anything we've ever run, if not much closer for some of us, that like we've still only had 4 winners so far this season, and they've all been guys who have previously won races. So it's not like anybody new has figured out anything from it. And we had last week we ran Hakone Club Circuit. It's like a very draft-heavy track. Here we are, what, a year, 13 months into the new game that has the drafting model that actually works, and halfway into the season, and we still have guys that are just sending it 3 and 4 wide in stupid spots and slowing everyone down and causing us to fall out of the draft of the cars in front. It's like we just don't learn anything like that. So something that sometimes people are like, oh, we need to drive slow cars or whatever. People learn. People aren't going to learn. It's not happening. So just sometimes it's better to just choose what's popular, and even if half of the barely drive it and they're spinning out all the time and stuff like that, then whatever. It's not like they were going to learn if you chose a Clio or whatever.
It takes a lot more to learn than just, oh, we'll run a race in a slow car for everyone. It takes more than that.
It takes deliberate effort. Like they need to ask questions, you know, where am I losing time here or whatever. You know, a lot of guys aren't willing to do that. I mean, everybody has a plateau that they get to where it's kind of easy to just sort of give up and get stuck at that spot.
Speaking of plateaus, I just broke into the 40s. Oh shit!
Pretty good, then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're gonna see. If I was in a race, they're gonna be running mid-30s or something, probably high 30s at least. My optimal's a 40.1 at this point.
Maybe like 36, 37.
Yeah, probably right.
I don't know. I guess my reference is like GT3.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, we were driving the Nissan today, which is pretty fucking close to a GT3, and we were running over 2, weren't we? Wasn't it like 2s?
Yeah.
Like the low 2s, I thought. It's a lot. I mean, incredibly faster than that.
I'm gonna head out. I had some plans with some buddies to play some stuff tonight.
Yeah,
Nice
man.
talking to you guys.
Have fun, Walter.
Later, man.
Thanks for dropping by.
Good luck.
See.
One of the things that's tough too, like sometimes the best way to find people for a league is to find people that you have fun racing with, and then be like, oh yeah, we raced this night too, and see if they come over. But again, like it's tough to make the night of the week line up.
Yeah, especially, well, I don't know how old you are, but guys my age, fucking kids, fucking wives, fucking dogs. It's easier when you're, I mean, maybe it's not easier when you're younger, but I feel like I played video games a lot more when I was younger. Actually, I'm playing video games more now than I did for years, but
Oh yeah.
there was a time when I was, Xbox 360 days, Xbox.
Well,
OG
I think
Xbox.
one thing
I
is
played
like
a lot of
my
gaming then.
childhood. There wasn't like online gaming much when I was a kid. Like there wasn't. I didn't play online games until I was in college.
Halo 1 was the first game I played online, and it was, you had to go to a chat room and fucking ask people to play against you, and you could play 4 versus 4.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
I think my first online was World at War, Call of Duty. and it was like the last end of the life of the game too.
Yeah, kind of started stuff like when I was towards the end of high school.
Yeah, me
Started
too.
becoming a thing. And of course, like I live out in Oregon, and like the internet here was shit. So even though like it was around a little before that, it just wasn't viable to play on here. Like Forza 1 was the first game that I really played online very much. I played some stupid MMORPG thing alongside it, kind of, but that was when the internet finally got good enough to actually play online. I deliberately rammed someone in my very first race online that I ever did. After they ran into me and they screamed at me. It was pretty satisfying.
Bro, that's the story I always tell. That's the first time I got teabagged in Halo, changed my fucking life. I was so fucking angry, and I knew that okay, this is something I wanted to do. I needed to teabag that motherfucker back. Why did they even have teabagging? Well, that's exactly why. Because you ever been teabagged? It will make you want to murder people.
I remember it was Road Atlanta. This guy just like doored me off the track at turn 1. And, of course, it was Forza, so it was like 4-lap races that were short. And I didn't get back to him in time enough, really. But I had my chance to no break him at the final chicane on the last lap. And so I did it. He started screaming at me, and
It's awesome. Yeah, I just hit a 39, so I might be approaching
that's a
pace.
big thing with practice is like experimenting with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and just trying that, like, oh, I'm just not going to brake for this corner and see what happens.
Yep.
With a car like that, you can find some things that surprise you.
I'm glad you were here to tell me, because I probably would have never done that. Oh, shit. Which is why I need a track guide or follow somebody or something, because, god damn, this tire's just be on fire right now.
Yeah, I really think that's the best way to learn that stuff, is to like run something with somebody who will share something with you too.
Mm-hmm.
And will say like, yeah, you just stop braking for that or whatever. And yeah, you can figure that stuff out sometimes by watching other people and figuring things out on your own, but it's definitely easier when you have somebody you work with, like a teammate, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's what me and Nate's do. Kind of like when we're on the same track, like you can call out where he's braking, or I can ask, like, oh, you're taking that section a lot better than I am. What the fuck are you doing differently?
Yeah, I've done that quite a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, in practice, and that's I think in all racing, but it should be more so in iRacing. Like, practice is like, you really shouldn't be in a race without practicing. Like, you saw how I got on the track, I was a hazard to other people. So what I do? I left. I didn't fucking go in the race and wreck everybody's fucking race. You know what I mean? People don't do that though. That's like uncommon.
Yeah, a lot of people have no self-awareness for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I can't learn either if I'm fucking up everybody else's race. I need to be fast enough to follow your fucking lines, and clearly I wasn't that time. Alright.
Or if you're banned because somebody goes, he brake checked me on purpose, you don't brake for that corner or whatever.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, I don't even think I've had a single protest against me yet. I never gotten a warning or coaching or anything. Usually they like.
I've only had one time that I worried about that, and that was just the other day when I basically dived into two people in the same race on one of them. Well, in my defense, one of them, it was his own fucking fault. So I'm not even going to count that one. But the other one, I got frustrated. I got frustrated because lap after lap, he was just slower in so many corners. But in the TC car, it's like you get him in the corner because you're not going to get anybody out of a corner in the TC car. And I literally watched like 3 people come catch me because I can't get around him, and then he causes just a pile of traffic behind him. Then somebody ends up forcing me out of the way, and he ends up doing the same thing to them. But the only way that they get by him is they dive into this one corner. And I watched literally 4 people do the exact same move on this guy. So then I do the exact same move, and then he tries to cut off the apex on me, as opposed to the other 4 fucking people.
Well, he learned by watching the other 4 people get through, so he knew how to block you.
Yes, but I ended up finishing right behind him anyway. But it was just so frustrating because I was faster than him, and like I was literally, he forced me. I couldn't even run 59s, and I was running 59s close to 58s at Suzuka, and I couldn't get below a minute because he was slowing me down. Like, well, shit, man. Kept braking early in corners. And even the move that I made, I set it up so good that I had a great turn, 2 turns ahead of the turn for the move. And so like I had a huge run on him, and I was by his side by the braking. But then the other one, it was turn 1. And you know how where the braking zone starts for turn 1, it like diagonals off to the right to the apex. Well, when this dude broke, he kept going fucking straight. And then he tried to like turn all the way back at a late apex. And like, I'm fucking there at that point. You went straight and I turned. And he came back in all hot and heavy, and his door hit my corner of my car. And he spun out.
So you were waiting for the protest, but you didn't get a message or nothing, right? Like no message from iRacing?
Well, no, that one I wasn't so worried about because he did that line 3 laps in a row, and I couldn't tell what the fuck he was doing. And then the lap before that, I got below him, and he just came down and still cut me off. I was like, okay, well, if I'm there, I'm not backing out again. And I was there, hugged the apex, cut down on me, and so bad. But the other one, it was a full-on dive bomb. But I was going so much faster, I had so much more momentum. I did the exact same thing the other 4 fuckers did.
Are you guys gonna play Wreckfest on the series version or the regular?
I think you can do both, like together. I'm on the series version.
Can you do it through Game Pass on PC or no?
No.
So I just realized I don't think I've ever played the series version, even though I got the series console. I just installed Wreckfest while we were doing this stuff, but now like
Nice.
it immediately ran out of hard drive space, and it's like, oh, you need the Xbox Series version. It's like, so why did it try to install both versions of the regular one?
I think the series version is just it's interesting. I think it's just like,
I thought you had to buy an upgrade for it.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like
H
H high quality track pack or something. Like it's nothing except for that. I thought like HD textures or something. I thought this is weird because it's not a different
unplug
game.
my fucking wheel and plug it into my Xbox. I don't want to fuck something up again.
Play on controller. It's a good game on controller.
Yeah, but it's a really good game on a wheel.
It is, yeah.
Like, actually is a really good feel driving.
Yeah.
The reason why I just use the controller for it is like a big part of the fun
save
is the
it.
chaos.
Yeah, you can save it in the chaos. On the wheel, you cannot. Somebody hits you, you're just fucking going along for the ride.
That, but also like when I use the wheel, like I want to be in cockpit view and stuff. And then when you do that, you miss out on cars like doing a barrel roll over your roof and stuff like that.
Oh,
So like when you're in
shit.
chase cam, you can just see all the shit happening around you, and it's much funnier.
You booked a Verbo.
They said you cut the course.
Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see it now? Now?
I don't see a thing to like buy the upgrade to the series version. Yeah, I didn't really like the physics update they did for it as much. Like that put me off a little bit, and then I don't.
Oh no, I think I did have the same thing that you're talking about because it said like press Y for Xbox for the series version. I think I had to do that too. I don't remember
You
it
have
saying
about
that.
5 laps of fuel left.
Launched it yet. It just like is auto trying to infest series.
It was like in the like in the menu, like where all the boxes were to the bottom right of the menu. It was like press F to or press Y to get Series X version or something.
Have you been able to fire the game up at all, Morbid?
I could probably start up the regular version.
Yeah, let's probably do that. 'Cause that's what Nade's is saying, where you see the series version is on the menu.
It's somewhere in there. I can't remember where you
Installing
had
the series version with the gamepad. Like I bought the regular game, but I didn't. Like I said, I never upgraded it because we weren't playing it then. I'm not usually that worried about graphics.
Oh yeah, it's on Game Pass. That's right. Yeah, you don't have to buy nothing. But you said you already own the game.
Yeah, the other problem I was having with it is like the lag in the multiplayer lobbies was really frustrating.
Yeah.
Like, a car would spin out and you'd swerve to avoid him and be like, phew, glad I missed that guy. And like 3 car lengths later, your car would just take 50% damage and spin out as if you were still right into him. Yeah, so it's a $9 upgrade with Game Pass. But it's on Game Pass, so...
We'll do that.
So I guess I can uninstall the regular version. Just keep
Go, baby, go! Oh no! That's the thing right there. No traction, no ABS. These bad boys are unforgiving if you fuck up. Get all that dirt off my tire, fuckhead.
I'll be right back. Get a refill.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I don't know if we'll run the Veterans Day special event this Monday. So I don't know if that'll...
Was that? Oh, that was this one.
That might actually work out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this coming one's the... Instead of doing the Jetta, it's the Mustang thing.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll maybe work out better for you if you even want to do it though, but like we're not doing our regular thing for that where we like qualify and then have a break before the race. We're
Okay.
just qualifying going straight into the race, so that means you might actually be able to finish it before you have to bail off.
Cool. If you're doing 2, I might actually be able to do 2 races then. 'Cause that's one of the big issues as well. Why I can't make the second
it's
one.
It's one race that's 60 laps long.
Oh.
So it should come out to about an hour and a half of green flag time.
Ooh-wee. How many pits do you think that's going to be?
It's kind of like a... well, we sort of set it up so you have some options. You can run the hard tire, and it should be like... I mean, for you on the wheel, you should be able to save tire pretty...
Yeah.
And you can make it on 2 stops on the hard tire. But it seems like it's a 60-lap race, and the hard tire, you have to save a little bit to last 20 laps. And the medium
Gotcha.
tire seems to last about 15 laps. So
Oof.
obviously, like we run cautions and stuff too. So a caution at the right time could throw the strategy upside down.
Interesting. Yeah. What
I
time is
didn't
that
really
going to
want to run it
start?
for a whole 90 minutes, but just a regular 8 Eastern is well qualify and then just go straight into the race. I didn't really want to run the 90-minute one. I mean, I personally don't mind very much, but I know for some people it's like, oh, it's a long time to be sitting at the wheel or whatever, but that was what the rest of them that have a say in it wanted to do, so I guess we'll see what happens.
I mean, I've been to here running Suzuka for an hour at least already. Granted, my arms are getting a little sore, but I can
Yeah, and
turn
like
down
we
the
have,
feedback.
the Mustang
You have about 2
at
laps of fuel left.
Sunset Peninsula infield.
Oof,
So
that's
for
gonna
sure
be fun.
somebody will, hit a curb and hit a wall or something like that and bring out a caution, so you'll have a chance to kind of cruise around and rest for a minute here and there.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll definitely be there. I gotta download a tune.
The info for like the build and stuff like that. No, this one you can tune how. In the Monday Night Info channel thing, there's like a link to the build and the info.
Alright, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there for sure.
I'm sure somebody will probably share a tune, but I don't know if anybody has yet. Kilo said he was going to do it, but
Maybe. I'm gonna dead the stream here in a minute. I have 2 laps of fuel left. And 2 minutes worth of 2.5 minutes time trial left.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
yeah, I suppose this time of year, I would think anything
Son
could
of
pick
a
up for you guys too. Like
bitch.
one of the things that's difficult with like scheduling events is that like
got wheel
during
damage.
the weekends, people are out doing shit, so they don't want to race then sometimes.
Your front wing is
So
damaged.
some people want to race during the week when they're going to be home anyways, but then sometimes summer changes that,
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
as it gets back to winter, people are inside more on weekends, so attendance would hopefully, be able to pick up a few people.
Alright, let's see how bad I murdered my safety rating. Let's see here. Can't be good.